Hi, I'm Susan Opp from L3 Technologies and the board chair of the Utah Science, Technology, and Research Initiative known as USTAR. Our mission is to accelerate the commercialization of new ideas generated from university researchers and entrepreneurs from the private sector to create jobs, positively impact tax revenue, and retain businesses in Utah. Using Utah's economic clusters as a framework, USTAR supports these innovators with funding, training, and incubation programs while also brokering technology transfers by creating access to additional capital, management talent, and industry partnerships. Throughout the last year, USTAR has changed its focus. This shift has allowed USTAR to address and fill gaps in Utah's innovation ecosystem while continuing to strengthen our research capacity. In this video, you will see 4 examples of how this shift has benefited the science and technology communities in Utah. First, we show NanoSynth, a technology license from the lab of a USTAR researcher and recipient of a university grant. Next, you'll see VeriStride, a former tenant of our BioInnovations Gateway Incubator and an SBIR STTR Assistance Center client. Finally, we showcase PollenSense from Salt Lake City and MetaShield from St. George, companies that each won competitive technology acceleration program grants earlier this year. Enjoy the video.
This technology we're developing is a tuberculosis breathalyzer.
History of VeriStride starts with how do we put sensors on shoes and get biomechanics out of them.
PollenSense is a device that automatically gathers data on what pollen and other particulates are in the air.
We're doing a lot of nanoparticle enhancement and trying to make solar cells more efficient.
Tuberculosis affects 9 million people a year, and it's missed by estimated 3 million because people don't have access to healthcare. Tuberculosis is a curable disease. You just have to get someone the medicine in time. So if you could get this technology out so people are assessed and are diagnosed sooner, you could easily control the disease.
Our technology lets clinicians strap on devices, grab a smartphone, and get real-time information right at their fingertips.
We use artificial intelligence algorithms to recognize and categorize the different types of air particulates. Our technology actually can give a very specific image.
A solar cell can receive light normally from the sun. Unfortunately, a lot of that light comes right back out of the solar cell. So one of our objectives was, can we recapture that light and send it back into the solar cell itself? So that increases the solar cell's ability to generate power.
The state agencies of Utah have been absolutely critical for us to be successful.
USTAR has been great. They've helped us with the feasibility study in India. India accounts for 25% of TB cases, and so it just made sense to go to India. The challenge was that a lot of the federal programs don't allow you to spend money overseas. This really filled that gap. This allowed us to go where we needed to go to test for TB.
With the grant from USTAR, we purchased materials and applied our science and engaged our people and came out with a surprisingly good result.
USTAR has been just amazing to us in our journey. We were initially up at the university startup space, but pretty quickly outgrew that and moved into the BioInnovations Gateway. In order to launch it out of the university, we applied for SBIR funding from National Science Foundation and National Institutes of Health. I'm sure we would not have gotten the grants without their support to help us just meet what the needs of those agencies were.
Working with USTAR, it was funding that we needed to work on some critical software.
We also were connected with resources and advisors. It was a very hands-on program to make sure that we succeeded.
The brain power and work ethic of people in Utah is really impressive.
Utah is a great place for us as a startup. We have a lot of great universities.
Utah is such a dynamic place in the country to be for the startup environment. Just the huge wealth of talent that I think's in the valley has been really helpful.